Hello there, fellow LEGO fans. Welcome back and thank you for being patient enough to wait for another LEGO build. Before we get started, let me first apologize for the background music, well, the background noise that you're hearing now. As you know, the recording industry and YouTube are pretty anal about what they allow. Oh man, am I allowed to say anal? Anyway, let's move on. The audio you're hearing now is just some garbage I made. As you can see here, what we're going to be building is a mini Snowspeeder. You'll remember these from the movie Empire Strikes Back, where they took down the walkers. It was a pretty awesome scene and I've always loved these ships. This little package is the one that you find near the impulse buy section near the register. For your information, this was not an impulse buy. I saw it a few times, I wanted it, and several days later, I don't know if that qualifies it or disqualifies it as an impulse buy, but I got it a few days later, so I'm gonna say it wasn't. Alrighty, let's get started with the organization. I personally like to separate the pieces right away by type and color just so that they're easier to find when you're following the directions. Yes, you heard right, I am a male and I know how to follow directions, imagine that. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Let's hope I get it right. This time I opted to show the build as a time lapse to give you guys a better perspective of the actual build. As we continue to watch, I will attempt to explain how I, as a grown adult, can justify playing with children's toys like Legos. Well, hold on a minute, I'm thinking. I'll be right back. Honestly, all kidding aside, I have absolutely no excuse. I, like almost everybody else on the internet, have been self-diagnosed as having OCD, right? So when I complete these toys or certain pieces and parts of them, I feel like a real good sense of relief, and sometimes it's pretty rewarding to have, pieces go exactly where they're supposed to go and they complete a full project. Here's a little close-up of this tiny Snowspeeder. It's not as solid as the Batman tumbler, where it felt like you could throw it around, or kids 6 years old and up could toss it around and it'll stay complete. This has wings that attach just by those two notches that you see there, and the guns, I guess, the rifle parts, it looks like those might break off after use. I kind of flexed the wings a little bit. They do move, even though in the movie we didn't see it happen. We don't know. I don't know if it did or not, if they can, but it's pretty cool. I think kids can have fun with it, or grown kids at heart can also enjoy it as a cool memorabilia. I tried flipping the wings the other way. That's about as far as they go because of the orange triangle pieces. Sorry about going off screen there. I was busy enjoying my new toy. I didn't look at the camera. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's worth the cheaper cost of these minis because they do give you a sense of the full scale toy. And I don't know if you've seen the prices on those full-sized ones, those full-scale ones. Those are sick expensive. So this is a nice alternative. Took me about 10 to 15 minutes to build. It took me a little bit longer on camera because I had to set it up and so on. But yeah, it was about 10-15 minutes.